This game wrap is brought to you by Ideal Vision, one-of-a-kind eye care for one-of-a-kind eyes. Visit their locations in San Antonio and Somerset. And by... Hi everyone, Mr. Bowtie here. Thank you so much for checking out my content and my channel. Now make sure you bang home that red subscribe button on YouTube so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content from around the area that you won't find anywhere else. And follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. Ricky Locke has quietly led one of the biggest and best turnarounds in Texas high school football that few people have heard of. Before he got here in 2014, Southside hadn't had much luck in these 62 seasons before Ricky got on campus. They had just a handful of playoff appearances, a handful of winning seasons, but when Ricky got here in 2014 from Gonzales, he quickly turned the program around with 4 winning seasons out of his 6 years so far, and he's brought a new sense of optimism to the south side of town. They look to continue that optimism tonight in the Battle of 1604 against rival Somerset. Somerset has had a very, very tough season. It started with not getting their season started on time because of politics. Then Coach Sonny Detmer suffered from pneumonia and later passed. The next day, Marvin Allen, the powerlifting coach, passed away as well. But the Bulldogs were finally able to get their first win of the season against Toledo midway last week. So how would the matchup play out and who would take home the Battle of 1604 trophy? Well, let's take you to the south side of town and show you all the action brought to you by Ideal Vision. There is the helmet sticker on the Somerset helmets honoring both Sonny Detmer and Marvin Allen, two classy men who had a profound effect on the Somerset community and Southsides as well. Rick Molina has done a heck of a job keeping the team together in what has been a very rough time. There is Ricky Locke, who with 41 wins is already the all-time leader in wins at Southside and has the Cardinals relevant in the area. Not only is he a head coach, his wife is the head soccer coach at Cibolo Steel. Caleb Camarillo talks about playing for Ricky Locke.
Coach Locke is a great coach. He expects a lot from you, and you got to be a different type of player to play down here at Southside, and it's proven that. I mean, we're a 5A school with 30-something on our roster. It's hard to get through our athletic period.
Southside not only has him as head coach, but former Southside head coach Ron Kretz as an assistant. Camarillo is one of the best young stars in the area and wears number 7, plays both sides of the ball like most of the Cardinal players. Actually, number 7 didn't have much of an impact in the game, even though Camarillo had a lot of highlights. Puzzled? I'll explain in a moment. The Southside defense was hungrier than a dog in a butcher shop. They saw something on film from Somerset's last couple of games, and whatever they saw, they ate a huge meal of turnovers. In the words of an overrated basketball player not named Michael Jordan, when it came to forcing turnovers, they had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 forced turnovers in the contest, plus an 8th if you include a fumbled snap on a punt that ended up as a safety. And they held Somerset to only 74 yards of total offense. The Bulldogs didn't have a first down. David Tovar had a pair of interceptions as part of the fun.
We saw everything, like we went film, we was watching film over them and everything, and we was just going over the plays.
We saw their flaws and we executed and we know we had to do. So them 8 turnovers, I mean, we wanted 10, but hey, we got 8, so it's okay.
Yeah, we were just seeing what they're doing. We were scouting them and stuff. Big thank you to myself because I didn't get to play last year, you know. It made me proud, made myself proud. I hope I made my team. They made me proud today.
I'm fairly certain the community was more than proud of Tovar's efforts. The offense was set up with one short field after another thanks to the mistakes. The first play of the game was a turnover forced, and the ensuing drive brings us to our ideal vision moment of the game. The ideal vision wasn't any of the turnovers, but rather quarterback Richard Torres making something out of nothing. Bad snap left him scrambling for the ball. He kept his head, found the ball, scrambled all around the field, threw it up for grabs, and oh no, don't tell me, is it going to be caught? Yes, by Senobio Ortiz. No way, in the end zone, touchdown. Holy chicken flavored meatloaf. 7-0 Cardinals on the improbable play. It went officially for 25 yards, but looked more like 90. Richard Torres keeping his cool to throw a touchdown pass is our ideal vision moment of the game. Ideal Vision, one-of-a-kind eye care for one-of-a-kind eyes. Visit their locations across West and South San Antonio. That was a strange play, but things got even stranger for the Cardinals. I mentioned earlier the defense did a good job of stopping number 7, Caleb Camarillo. The senior tried to turn upfield, but was tackled, and he tore his jersey.
I believe we ran like some type of stretch play and hooked me up inside, and I just stayed in my ground, and my jersey just tore in half. I don't know what happened.
Camarillo was okay to return to the game, but his jersey was declared out for the rest of the contest. One of the assistants ran back to the locker room to find another jersey and found number 81. Early in the second quarter, first play after the jersey change, number 81, who was number 7, ran around and by the Bulldog defense, 54 yards for the touchdown, 19-0 Cardinals. They knew how to stop 7, but couldn't stop 81. Later in the quarter, after the second Micah Young interception, Camarillo had a short touchdown run, making it 25-0 at recess. Third quarter, Southside in good position after a failed Bulldog onside kick. Torres threw the ball up for Camarillo, and he came down in the scoring zone for the touchdown. Camarillo had 29 rushing yards and 46 total yards as number 7. As number 81, he had 120 rushing yards, 146 total, and 3 touchdowns.
Our defense did a great job tonight. I know we had a lot of returners from our defense, so we expect a lot from them, and they came out and played their game tonight, and that's just what we do. We have one of the best defensive coordinators and defensive coaching staff in the area, and it's hard to run against a team when they have a good defensive coaching staff like that.
Give credit, though, to the Somerset defense. Out of the 7 turnovers, Southside scored off only 4 of them. Great effort by the defense, left constantly on a short field all night, and they actually held the Cardinals under 300 yards of offense. Somerset, though, was unable to get anything going because of the turnovers, and the Cardinals retained the battle of the 1604 trophy 33-0. Southside has only allowed 7 points through 2 games.
We're Southside, so we know what we got to do when we step on the field. Offense, they played a heck of a game. We should have put it up 60, but, I mean, our defense stepped up really tremendously.
Reporting from San Antonio, I'm Greg Sherman.